Hello and welcome to another cooking video. Today I'm going to be making chicken fajitas. Really it's kind of a chicken fajita bowl. Daniel is on the keto diet and he doesn't count macros or anything like that, so I guess it would be more like lazy keto or dirty keto. I'm not sure the difference of all of them, but basically with the fajitas I make chicken and I make cooked down peppers and onions, and then I use fajita seasoning, and then he just eats it in a bowl with sour cream. I like to put mine in a tortilla and eat it that way. And the seasoning that I use is Lowry's. Now this I'm sure has all sorts of chemicals and not great stuff for you, so take that with a grain of salt. But this is what I use right now, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I thought I was recording, but I guess not. So I just put some oil in the pan. I put it in a little squeeze bottle. It's either avocado oil or olive oil. I suspect by the color it's probably olive oil. I go back and forth. And then I have my first round of peppers. I make them in batches because number one, they all won't fit in the pan. They cook down quite a bit, and Dan takes the whole thing to work, so we just make a lot of it at once. I'm really lucky he doesn't mind leftovers, and he will eat the same meal over and over. So I'm just gonna put some basic salt and pepper, and then I'll put the fajita seasoning on closer to when they're fully cooked. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cook down for a bit, and I'll see you in a minute. A few minutes, really. Okay, so these are cooking down pretty good. They're starting to get some color on them. It's really up to you as far as how cooked and soft you want them. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. And then I'm going to add some of my seasoning. And I'm just going to eyeball it. I don't like it overly seasoned. And I think the water is going to help the seasoning kind of meld together. So that looks about where we like it. I did turn the heat down to just over medium once it started getting color on it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer those in a clean bowl. And then next round, and because you already have some color on the bottom of the pan, it's just going to add more flavor. Okay, so again, just going to stir it around a bit. Going to add some salt and pepper. I'm a old school Rachel Ray fan, and something she always used to say is layers of flavor. I honestly learned how to cook from watching the Food Network. Might sound kind of funny, but my mom didn't really cook much growing up, so I didn't really cook much even in my 20s. My early 20s, I remember a guy wanted me to cook a steak for him. I didn't. He was never my boyfriend. I didn't really care for him that much, and I didn't know how, and he kind of like made fun of me for it. So anyway, once I started watching the Food Network and trying to cook, I found I really enjoyed it, and I think I've become pretty good at it. So okay, I'm gonna let these cook down and we'll be back. Okay, second round is cooked down pretty good. I added a little bit of water, so I'm gonna add some seasoning. I have 2 packets out. I'm not sure that I'm going to use both packets. Usually if I end up using 1.5, I'll just put a little paper clip on the packet and put it back in the pantry. That seems to work pretty good. Okay, so this is pretty much done. Gonna do the next part in just a second. Oil in the pan. I'm gonna start my chicken. Now, you could cut up the chicken however you want. Being that Dan's going to eat it out of a bowl, I could have cut it in cubes. But since I will eat it out of a tortilla, I like to have it more in strips like a restaurant would do. Alright, so I'm going to put some salt and pepper on these and let them cook for a bit. Okay, so here's what the chicken looks like. I'm sorry for the steam. I didn't actually add any additional seasoning because there was enough on the bottom of the pan. So this is the first round. I probably have 2 more rounds to go. And then I will show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, so here is the finished product. What I do is I put it in a 13 by 9 just so it's easy to put a lid on it and put it in the refrigerator. And then when he gets his lunch ready, or when I get, dinner or lunch ready, it's easy just to pull out what we want. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment below. Let me know if you are going to try this or if you have made something similar. Let me know how you're doing. And hit the subscribe button if you would. Hit the notifications, like button. I love all that stuff. So thanks for watching.